What's up, y'all? We are talking about more F-body content. My favorite content. Some of you guys out there like it. I clearly love F-bodies. This is actually my third and fourth F-body that I've owned. Well, maybe five. We'll call it five. And I just wanted to give you guys a quick overview. This is the Crispy Chicken. You guys might have seen this on the channel like 6 months ago, and then you guys haven't seen it again. And I just want to let you guys know it's back. It didn't go nowhere. So Chris has a lube shop over in Benson, and this was sitting over there at the lube shop for a while. We didn't really have too much room over here, and we've really been trying to downsize, trim the fat, clean some stuff up. And now that I've done that, I have some room to bring it back, and the weather's starting to get nice, which means we're gonna go out there racing. So this is another street car that we're adding to the street car fleet. We got the Camaro, we got the Corvette, we got Hank, and now we got this. So we got 4 badass street cars that we can drive around. So I just want to give you guys a quick little overview of this guy here. This car, I like it a lot because it's got really nice chassis work on it. And really, at this level, once you start making a whole lot of power, the chassis means a lot. I know when you guys look at it right here, you guys say, hey, that's just like a 10 point. Well, it is a 10 point, but it's got some extra goodies. It's got some good roof structure in it. It's got this bar right back here, which is more of like a 25.5 deal. Like if you were to have a funny car cage, you're like, damn, that's a lot of cage just for a 10 point. The whole bottom side of this car has got all 25.5 floor structure. So it's kind of like one of those sleeper cages that you guys like really wouldn't expect, but it's going to perform really well and have a real rigid chassis. No like soft pretzel going down track, no popping the T-tops out of it. Bad to the bone. There are some downsides to it, like an F-body, like this sits kind of low, so like David sits over there, he about bangs his head off the roof, but you know, that's all part of it. It's a give and a take. It's a give and a take. So let's talk about the power plant and what's the deal on this car. The car came from Texas. It's got a built motor, 388. I don't think it's like a Texas speed deal. I think it's just a someone did. It's got some PRC heads on it. So it might be a Texas speed deal. I don't know. I never opened it up. It's got stock K-member, stock control arm, stuff like that. Real deal street car. It's got a Huron Speed hot side on there, which is, you guys are very familiar with the turbo placement of this deal. Huron Speed turbo kits, I highly recommend. Work really good. They fit really good, and they're like, you could support literally any turbo you want on there. Big ass radiator, air-to-air intercooler, brand new battery. Shout out to the guys over at Mule City Lube for getting the battery on there. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We put a new set of injectors in it. The car, when I got it, like off rip out the gate, just went like 580s, slam out of fuel, ran out of injector. So we put a set of Bosch 210s in there, really help it with the fuel. Bosch 210s are pretty much like my go-to for really anything on E85. If you're gonna run, you know, even 500 horsepower on E85, just go out and get you a set of Bosch 210s because they are $500. There's no point to go out there and spend a bunch of money on some other injectors, and then if you ever plan to make more power, those injectors are good. On E85, we made like, we're pretty much like slam out at like 1500, 1600 horsepower. We're also manipulating a little high on the base pressure, so there's ways you could cheat it to get more, but the Bosch 210, in my opinion, is probably the best injector for any of your street car stuff. Just make sure you have good filters on them, just like any other injector. You really need to take your time making good fuel lines and make sure you don't get trash in them, because any injector, good or bad, if you neglect installing them correctly, will end up failing you. So that's a big thing for me. So yeah, car, badass. Turbo, big ass 91mm turbo, perfect for the setup. S400 chassis, makes good power on the street, so it's enjoyable to drive around. Will also make good power at the track. Built motors, you know, it's going to handle the power. We got the good fuel system on there, so you know, we're looking like this is very similar to a Hank, similar to a Brown Sugar, similar to a Camaro style power plant. Transmission, it's got a 400 in there. It's not the most responsive 400 ever. You'll shift it and it'll take a second and then it'll shift, so we'll have to address that. I really haven't done anything but drive it over to Benson, take it to the track, make like 3 passes, and then drive it back. That's pretty much all I've done, so not a lot of time with it. The tune-up on there needs to be addressed as well. Matt, you guys know Matt. I'm sure you guys are missing Matt. He'll be back. This majestic dog just running right here. How am I supposed to focus and film a video with this thing just running around? Winston. Alright, so you guys know the basic rundown on this thing. We're going to have to address the transmission. It's got an S60 rear end, and then pretty much everything else is stock on there. So very, very quick basic rundown. Our resident F-body lover.
I'll take that.
What do you think? That's like one of your better nicknames.
Yeah, I love this car. I wish I could own this car.
Damn. I don't think I ever heard you say that. CJ, you hear that?
What he said?
He said he wants to own this car.
Yeah, we were talking about on the way here.
Yeah, I literally was just telling him about it on the way here. I was like, man, I wish I could buy the crispy chicken.
Why? What's the selling points?
Okay, it's a car that is capable of going high fours, low fives. Nah, high fours maybe. You know.
I mean, low fives all day. You really start pushing it.
Yeah, low fives all day. You can drive it anywhere.
Yes.
It's like the perfect, if you are on a budget, here's the thing, to run a car in the 4-second range is very expensive. Building the car is expensive, but that's just a start. After that, to run that car is very expensive. But a car like this is low maintenance. Like, trans needs freshened up on it. $1,500.
Yeah, trans needs to be gone through.
It's like, these cars are low, at this point, for a race car, this is low maintenance and reliable.
This is kind of like you hop in it, you turn the key, and like every once in a while you change the oil, and every once in a while you change the spark plugs. Other than that, you go out there and race it.
You could literally run this car all year and never touch.
Unless you have a hard parts failure.
Yeah, I mean, which happens, but I mean that happens on our daily driver pickups too. I mean,
and it look wise from the stand, this thing looks amazing. 10 out of 10. Up close, maybe like where do you rank it? Like a 5.5, 6 out of 10?
Yeah, probably a 5.5. The body's pretty rough. The paint's kind of rough, but
6.
No, really, the body's not bad except for that one quarter, and then the paint's got some clear coat coming off of it. But other than that, it's like,
yeah. I know a guy that wraps cars, so like we can just go in there and we can clean up the dents and stuff and sand it all down. And
yeah,
we have one of those.
Yeah.
There's a guy that could.
God, you kind of got me.
What's that orange color? What's the WS6 orange? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, like burnt inferno or something.
Yeah, that color.
I don't know. The white looks pretty good on this guy here.
The white looks good, but
you got me shook that you just came out like off rip. You're like, yeah, I'd love to own that thing.
Let's talk numbers.
No. I just put a TikTok up and I was like, I don't know why I own this car. I just do. I just have it. I haven't touched this thing in 6 months. It sat at another shop for 6 months.
Let's just fix what it needs fixed and let me drive it. Then I don't have to own it. I can just drive it.
You hear this guy?
I mean, bad idea.
That's a terrible idea. That's terrible. There are some upgrades I'd like to do to it. It has factory K-member, factory upper and lower control arms, which are not an issue, but for weight savings wise, it'd be nice to have all tubular stuff. It's got an S60 rear end, but it sounds like the pinion bearing's about to fall out of it, so we're going to address that. Factory tank. I don't know what exact fuel pumps are in there, but it seems to have enough to make the power that we're looking to do, so we're not going to mess with that too much. It's got a nice parachute on there. It's got a nice parachute handle. I mean, it's got a bunch of really nice stuff. You want to give them the grand tour of this thing, since I feel like you love it?
I guess.
What would you change on it, first of all?
What would I change?
Yeah.
Oh, that's easy. Right off the bat, I disconnect the door ding. Number 2, I would 100% change these wheels.
Yes.
I just do not care. This is like the 5th gen drag pack starter.
Damn, it really is. This is what every guy in a 5th gen, these are the cheapest wheels you could buy for a 5th gen that fit. Yeah.
So I really hate the wheels. They don't look bad on this car. They're just cliche. Yeah. So I don't really care for them.
Yeah.
Other than that,
I don't know, first thing I would do,
I would get rid of the seats.
I'd get rid of the seats. I'd put a race tech, at least one race tech in it.
Because we just drove over here from Benson.
Yeah.
And it wasn't the most comfortable.
No.
I would definitely lower that passenger seat too. That is not safe.
Yeah, this angle iron bracket they made is not the most ideal.
My head was hitting the cage and I'm short.
Generally, see, this is bolt through the bottom. Most seat brackets are going to bolt on the side, which will allow you to lower the seat some more. So we can definitely change that. Yeah. Transmission has to be gone through. The converter feels pretty good. Don't really have a complaint with the shifter. I do want to get the trans brake button off of the shifter and put it on the wheel, because I don't feel like you need to have your buttons on the wheel. Yeah, I agree with that. And then it'd be nice, it's got a Holley Terminator system. It'd be nice if you can put the fans to come on through the Holley instead of on a switch, because you forget that 1 or 2 times and you got to put a new motor in it.
Yeah, that's simple.
But overall, I mean, our F-body numbers in the past month have just really skyrocketed. Yeah, they've really skyrocketed. Between Cat Dog, Ringworm, this, and we got Black Diamond sitting over there. I don't own black diamond. That's not mine. Everyone's always asking me about the black F-body. I don't own the black F-body. It's my buddy's car.
So the real problem, the real catastrophe is at this point in my life, I really want to own a 4th gen F-body, preferably a Trans Am.
Why is that a catastrophe?
I got too many cars.
All right, this is what we'll do. You guys are gonna hear it first. Mason's not a strong listener. It's not his strong point. Well, I'd say, I don't know if you listen, you hear things, but listening's different, right? That's fair. Fair statement.
I like to learn the hard way.
We like to give Mason a hard time, but it's for his own good. Mason's got this car right here, this gem of a convertible Fox body that's got everything just to do the LS swap in it. So you do the LS swap, you sell it, I'll find you one of these, or I'll sell you this one.
For what I sell that one for?
Not for no, God no. Can you hear this man? He's absolutely crazy. Yeah. We'll find you a good one.
No, I think that's the plan right now. I have a car over there in my trailer that we were supposed to build, but I'm at the point to where honestly it's cheaper to go buy something like this.
It really is. It really is. What do you guys say?
I agree. I can see Mason in a 4th gen.
Yeah.
If he just bought one instead of putting your red 3rd gen together, I think he'd be ahead of the game.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's definitely easier to, especially with someone with a skill set like you who can work on cars and do all this stuff. If you buy someone's project and you just need to tinker with it here and there,
yeah, you save a ton of money.
Save a ton of money. Yeah. I mean, if you're talking about if you sit back and build this thing from scratch with the built motor, built 400, S60 rear end, the cage work, you're probably looking at, I don't know, maybe what, 30, 35, 40,000 in parts.
And the car's worth 20 when it's done. So
hey,
25.
Thank you. Thank you. Put some respect on this thing.
Just like, that's what it is. Like, whatever you have in it to build it, it's not worth that when it's done. So that's the problem that is right now. If you get on Turbo Bullet and look at cars are astronomically priced, and you're like, what happened? Because you used to be able to buy turbo F bodies all day for 15 to 20,000. Mm-hmm. You can't now. But
yeah, I don't know. Everyone thinks their shit. I'll say it first. Everyone thinks their shit's way nicer than it is, and that's like the god honest truth. Is a lot of people out there have absolute garbage that's slow as hell, but they're because they own it. They're proud of it. I don't even sell shit, so people can't come at me and say I sell shit high. I give shit away. I'm selling $40,000 motors for 30 grand. I'm selling $30,000 632 for 20 grand. Like, I literally give shit away. And when I sell shit too, or give it away, it's like fully functioning. A lot of people give away or sell their problems, like the shit that don't work. And I know what you guys are saying, that thing right there, that thing looks like a problem just because the wheels are getting recut up at TKM because for like the 4th time the wheels didn't fit. And the giveaway for this will be announced this week. I'm filming this on Sunday, so I don't have the winner. I will have it tomorrow. So be on the lookout. We're going to put some new wheels on that thing because...
We get to call the winner tomorrow?
Yeah, we get to call the winner tomorrow.
Awesome.
And I got to do it before the sweepstakes company calls them because that just burns me up when I call them and the excitement already wore off. So everyone, like when they see this, I don't know, they'll see this video Monday. I mean, maybe Tuesday, Wednesday. I guess Monday they'll be getting the call. Well, I mean, I don't know, maybe Tuesday. I don't know. I got to keep you guys guessing. Everyone's phone, my area code is 570, by the way. So if you guys see a 570 area code, it's me. And don't just like, I hate when they just hang up. I live in North Carolina, but I have a 570 area code.
Really throw them off and call them from my phone. They wouldn't know what that was going on.
All right, guys. Well, there it is. Just a quick overview of the crispy chicken. We're gonna do a little bit of maintenance. We're gonna fix that pinion that's about to fall out of it. We're going to fix the transmission. We already put the new injectors in there. We should be ready to go out there and pull some wheelies and go like consistent mid-5s every Thursday night test and tune. And this is a perfect car to let other people drive. So maybe we know CJ will just chicken foot that guy. No. CJ is Captain Chicken Foot. What do you mean one time?
The second time I actually did shift in a second. It still left.
He went at 1.9.
You can watch the video. I let go of the buttons and shifted it like that. That's why I gotta take the button off my.
That's a big Phil move right there.
I gotta take the button off.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. We ain't never seen Mason behind the wheel, but I've seen him drive his truck and it's frightening. So I don't know. All right, guys, that's gonna wrap it up. Quick Sunday video, getting stuff knocked out. I'm active on TikTok now, so go follow my TikTok. I posted an Instagram story about this last week, so go follow me on Instagram. I'll put those both up on the screen here. Other than that, go down to lsnasty.com, check out the website. We've got a Storm Rodeo coming up on February 4th. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, like the red button down there, click the subscribe and hit the bell. I'll let the meme say it.
Your mom's a hoe.
You want to hang it? It wasn't even Rita, so you don't even hang it.